So can I ask why the title of today's show is Employees with Benefits?
Well, I think that was your answer.
What are you planning to do with me, man?
I mean, you are a dad.
You all of you are complaining, and I'm like, look, there are benefits to working at the store.
What benefits? Trauma?
Who benefits?
You're getting
That's,
paid.
that's an,
You're getting paid, okay? You're getting paid.
Now, yeah.
No, you've been getting paid since the beginning.
I wasn't on the payroll
was-
at the beginning.
that's true.
Yeah, well, I said you've been getting paid as in as a cumulative whole, so that's not my problem.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, hey everyone, we're finally starting.
Hello.
9 to 5, and this is going to be an interesting session. Hi, Remy.
Hey,
Hi, Remy.
This is the crew we have, so we're just gonna go for it. Anyways, so if you're all ready, we'll do the recap and we'll get going because I don't know how long this session will be because there's only 3 of you, so we can't go much further. But at the same time, we're gonna just make the progress we can because this is the campaign. So.
shenanigans.
So when we last left our employees, I need to pull up the name list because I keep forgetting it. When we last left our employees, Talia and Gobbly had decided, or Talia had decided that she was tired of being a bystander and sitting on the sidelines, and so with Gobbly they went to Sanctuary Storage to get supplies, so then Talia could be a sidekick to Gobbly, which then led to them finding the goblins that had escaped from the Wamlar that they had not seen in quite some time, as well as having the Paycocks pay for all the supplies that they got. And then they got back to the store, and let's try to recap everything.
Yes, sorry, made a friend. He's dead, but you made a friend.
Wait, the
Which one's
Yeah, Cliff just handed Amelie a cleaned out dead guy's skull and
Oh,
went,
yeah.
here you go, make a story of it.
Okay, that's what I assumed, but I didn't. Oh, right. And then you went rifling through his stuff, and then it turned out he
Yeah.
had a family and a daughter, and he's doing
And
this.
you stole his money.
No.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole thing. Was just like, hey, I know I'm not doing great things, but I appreciate the Algots because they managed to make it a possibility for me to have a family, and that Talia is basically like the godmother because of the daughter, because with all the money he felt comfortable enough to start raising a family. So there's that.
As you do.
Then Talia, or the two of them, what's it called? Amelie and Cliff got taken to meet up with Gobbly and Talia returning to the store by the goblins, and also Cliff found out that Pixel needs to go into hiding from Muggsy, and that Pixel said that the only person he could think of to go with him is Cliff, and to say his goodbyes. And then Cliff started thinking about he should probably say goodbye to his son and his son's mom. And I think that about covers it. Anything I missed?
I believe you're leaving your family behind.
Gumbo is doing donuts in the back on forklift.
Yeah, he got picked. His forklift got picked up by other forklifts being driven by the goblins.
doing amazingly well driving while asleep, though.
Oh, yes. The other thing you saw is that Sawyer is basically in a witness protection program from the Bird Mafia, which means it looks like Sawyer is married to Muggsy's caretaker, and that Muggsy is his kid. And he's drinking more hot cocoa.
Which is part of the only reason why he hasn't gone completely blind from piss.
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. What?
Don't think about it. Don't think about it too hard.
We haven't gotten to that research part of the campaign yet. Anyways.
Oh my.
Yeah,
You mentioned that. You mentioned that during session. It's free game.
yeah, well, the hot cocoa is making him feel better, okay? It's fine. The point is that it looks like without the hot cocoa, the milky covering up his eyes would be much more severe. So he's not like catatonic, is there? It's fine. He's fine.
Shout out to Hot Cocoa.
He's married, which means he gets a tax break. And has a kid, which also means another tax break.
Go.
Goo. But yes, we're back to it. And I will say that Gumbo will have now waken up as he is still on the forklift doing the donuts.
Huh. Apparently I am a good driver.
As you said that, could you play a sleight of hand check to see your driving skill in the moment?
Fuck. Sleight of hand, don't fail me now.
Yeah, you're actually able to fix yourself, and you're in control if you want to stop or keep doing donuts.
Is there like a back door open?
Hold on, I'm gonna roll something.
Is combat still happening in the store? That's a good question, actually.
That's a good question.
Not currently.
That brings up a question of how many dead bodies are there then?
Two.
Oh,
That's all.
I mean, that's not as bad as I thought, but...
2 of 8.
Well, no, that's a different thing. Yes, there's a door currently open.
Well, considering I don't know where Cliff and Amelie are, as far as I recall.
Hold on,
I think
before you continue on that, the order from Gobbly, I do believe, was bring my friends to me.
Right.
So would that count for Gumbo?
Right.
Yeah,
Isn't that the reason
he's-
why he was forklift?
Yeah, he's in the
That's a-
room. I'm going to just roll something to see how much he has been drifting off course doing the donuts.
Oh.
Yeah, because we were like kidnapped by the goblins, sort of.
Yeah. I was completely kidnapped. You fought it the entire way.
Look, man, the little guy gets picked up all the time. You have to put your foot down on these kinds of things.
Okay, yeah. So you two may have noticed. You can make a perception check to see if you noticed Cliff and Amelie. But what has happened is Gumbo is still technically in the room, but he has been sliding backwards ever so slightly. So he is like, it is still the back room, but it is like another section. It's actually impressive that he hasn't knocked anything over during this time.
That's why I'm certified.
Amelie, you notice he is gone, but you didn't see where he went. Cliff, you notice the trail of donut tracks, I guess, on the floor. The skid marks, I guess.
Listen, I'm a little busy holding a skull currently, so.
And an ID, so you know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
I forgot the name I gave him, but yeah.
I've also forgotten the name.
I know it started with a J.
Jimmy?
Jared.
Joshua?
Jeremiah.
Was a
One of those.
bullfrog.
That's also why it's more squishy, because he was part frog.
Oh. Oh.
He was a good friend of mine.
Yeah, it was.
It was a humanoid frog.
We already have peacocks, yes.
I know.
Sure, we do.
Means the Algots are very tolerant then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're tolerant because you work for them.
Mm.
And also, they're not
And they're
short. They were human sized.
That's also another
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, they got those long legs.
That brings up the news of how they would have taken seeing giant frogs just eating a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, Gumbo did
yeah.
let those. That is a thing that happened.
They're,
Yeah.
I let nature take its course.
I mean, nature did take its course with the bear, so.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, I experienced nature firsthand.
All right.
It's not pretty.
Okay, Cliff, I'm going to tell you this because you've been talking with Muggsy and them.
Yeah.
When you look and see the marks on the floor, you also then notice that Sawyer starts moving towards the marks and trying to clean it up.
Sorry, buddy. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. Like, calm down, chill. I like gesture to his wife to like keep him in one place.
You want to know what happens?
What happens?
Yeah. So what happens is his ring starts to glow when you say that, and he starts to be more or less scooped up in a bubble and retrieved back to the family.
Oh wow. That's handy.
We had to do that last time, but imagine like a bigger bubble. It was very, very expensive. And Sawyer is still looking. He looks, I guess, for lack of a better word, possessed, like a man on a mission to clean what is dirty. So he's trying to push himself through the bubble towards the mess.
I get it, man. Like, it takes a while to get deprogrammed.
Is Sawyer bald?
He's water.
Bro's basically just Mr. Clean.
No.
Actually, could you make a new perception check for me on Sawyer real quick also?
What have you done?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, he looks jacked.
What?
It's all that mopping.
He's built like a bodybuilder, bald, but he's also super depressed.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So he is just a water Mr. Clean.
Depressed, watery Mr. Clean.
I don't know why, but this entire time I always imagine him like, kind of lanky and with a big bushy mustache for some reason.
I will say he was definitely like on the skinnier side before, but now he looks surprisingly jacked. And I will remind you, this is because of the piss. You're not gonna have to roll for that. It's because of the piss.
Is this the power of piss?
Power of piss.
Piss machine, son.
I can't exactly describe how I imagined him before, but now I just kind of imagine him as a buffer version of this guy.
Are you posting
Osmosis Jones?
Yeah,
that checks out. That checks out. That checks out.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
What did you put? Oh yeah, Osmosis Shell. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not too far off if we're being really honest. Maybe not
Oh,
as
no.
smug looking, but yeah, the build is probably fairly
Yeah,
similar.
that's kind of how I imagined him too, to be honest.
Yeah, but now he looks ripped because of the piss.
Man, what did he put in that?
You never found
Piss.
out because it exploded when you tried inspecting it, remember?
Yeah. What if? I- Okay,
Yes?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say this out loud, but this is just like like a crackpot theory.
Okay.
What if it's Taras piss?
Oh God.
We
Do
could say.
not take notes. Do not take notes.
Hmm. I don't need
I
notes.
just.
Star takes the notes.
Oh God.
I'm not taking this note. I'm not taking this note.
Well, it's not
Still
official yet,
rest.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Meowcenary, our energy drink that is completely unrelated is called Blue Vein because it's also a reference to Convergent stuff.
Love our blue vein.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it's called Energy Vein, but the most popular flavor is Blue Vein.
It's like the blue Gatorade.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Everyone knows blue is the best flavor. And then red is like old reliable.
Mm-hmm.
People don't really like the yellow vein much.
Yeah.
It looks like you're gonna drink piss.
Yeah.
No one wants to be told,
I think
hey,
for-
you're drinking piss.
Hold on. Okay, don't worry about it. There we go.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So sorry. It's like okay, contained. Oh boy. All right. So when that we got that worried about, should we do anything about the fights that's going on in the store? Is that handled? I mean, it's not my job, but still.
Don't worry about it. The fights have stopped.
Do we get to know why the fights have stopped?
Do you want
Not
more
yet.
outfits?
Man,
I think that answers the question.
Ironheart and that bear is like really, really going at it.
He survived this long. What level do you think he has to be to survive this long?
Anyway, that's unfortunate. Yeah. We probably. Okay, jokes aside, maybe Emily may probably leave that skull somewhere with the ID so they can be identified.
I'd like to,
Make sure-
yeah.
Just put it in a corner or something. Oh, and also, prestidigitation it. Just make sure that your prints are not there because it's all over right now.
Yeah, no, you're right. Definitely. Thanks for handing it to me, by the way.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm gonna put it down and just press it.
Just clean off your fingerprints, leave Cliff's.
You have that
He's
kind
going
of
to
good
Detroit.
vision.
They wouldn't even
Yeah.
be able to track him anyway.
Joke's on you. I've erased my prints.
I think
No
the joke
one
is
did
still on you. You're going to Detroit.
Yeah,
that. Damn it, you're right.
got you there. Oh yeah. So you do that. I will allow that. Gumbo, now that we've established you are basically kind of leaving the room sideways, what are you trying to do? Because you did ask about the open door.
So just double checking.
Okay.
There are goblins here because like they definitely did, as you said, they kidnapped Cliff and Amelie.
Yes, there are not as many goblins as before. These are the goblins that have been gone into hiding. They are a bit more malnourished because they've been hiding from the normal man.
Mm-hmm. And you said they were tasked to bring us to Gobbly and
Talia.
Talia.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we gonna be? I guess we can't really do that, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Everything else, we're gonna do other shit while, and then revisit it later. You can interact with the goblins. We're just skipping. Oh, we're skipping over the parts that would involve Gobbly or Talia right now.
Okay. Are the other goblins also on the forklifts?
Yes, there are currently. I was imagining there are 2 goblins. Actually, no. Let's make it 3 goblins on each forklift, and there's 2 forklifts currently. They're basically doing the 3 kids in a trench coat version of driving a forklift.
I'm going to teach them how to properly operate a forklift as best as I can.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay on the forklift. You're not trying to leave the room because you asked about the open door thing?
No, I'm not going to leave the room. I'm going to get off the forklift, walk over to them, and be like, "Oh, so you're going to want to press down on the other thing."
Pause.
Yeah,
You said
yeah.
you get off the forklift.
He didn't say turn it off.
Okay, then let's start rolling some dice, baby.
I did say I'm getting off the forklift. I didn't say turn it off.
All right. Let's see. I wish I could find the whole how much damage Silas wrote. Because I'm about to tell you. I was.
Going full speed. I don't think he was going full speed.
It's still a
Please.
forklift, though.
Okay, but the damage from before with forklifts was at full speed.
I know that, but I'm going to clarify something. The D8 was to determine if the door was open, and if the door was open, if there was someone behind the door.
Hold on. Oh
Do you
no.
want to know what the 8 determined?
The amount of people behind the door.
Well, no, because I'm going to remind you. It's not a lot of people. It's just a very important person. Do you want to guess who that person is?
Oh no, it's not Harmony. Is it?
Right.
No.
Oh, if it's Norm, then it's fine.
Yeah, it's Norm.
So we're doing this to another boss. Okay.
This is
Yeah, the 8 was to see if you can actually crit to run over Norm, potentially.
I see this as an absolute win. I don't see a problem here.
Alright, I'm basically gonna see if I can find the VOD real quick of how much damage you did to Kyle. And
That's what I was
then
looking for.
and then divide
just-
that by 2. To like half speed.
I think it was like that was a lot. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but the
That was a long
VODs are
time ago.
on YouTube, so we can.
Fuck, what?
Do you remember which day that was?
It would have to be after the pit,
The
because
after pit.
it's them running out.
I think that might have been episode 5 then, but I'm looking.
Yeah, it's either probably 4 or 5.
In the deal with this
I'm scared
lord,
to see how much a fucking forklift would do. I'm sorry.
Unless-
I'm not sorry, no.
No, not sorry to Norm.
Was it? It might have been episode 3, actually.
I didn't know. I think it was
We
episode.
went- Yeah, we went to the pit in episode 2, and then we left at 3.
Yeah,
We escaped a tree. We escaped.
Sorry, escaped. I've had my certification for a while.
Okay, it was episode 3.
Oh, I see it. 46d6 plus 22. Okay, so we're just gonna round it down. We'll just do 20d6.
20d6.
Yeah.
So much damage.
That's a lot. That's still a lot.
Yeah, we won't even include. I don't even remember as a plus 22 to it, but you know. So 20d6. I will let, if you want side to have the honors, you can.
All right, here we go. Max damage. Not that it matters.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Beep beep.
High roll. That's a high roll.
Yeah, it's above average for sure. Because the average would be like 60.
Yeah.
Okay, let me double check how much health Norm has.
Are we gonna be leaving 2 dead bodies here?
No, Norm has technically already been killed once.
Yeah, like I said, Algots have very good insurance. But if there's nothing left of him behind,
Quick, prestidigitation,
mean-
everything. Question: would Gumbo have looked back after or would he even realize he didn't put the forklift on pause?
Let's just make an intellect check here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he probably wouldn't look back.
Okay, then here we go.
he just heard it.
Stop.
He just heard a crash. And a crunch.
Noise. No. What you're going? Okay. So you're going to basically. I'm going to have you roll now whatever you want to justify, and if you could convince me to roll to train the goblins on forklifts.
Can I bestow my wisdom upon them with my all-knowing knowledge, ignoring the fact that I just let a fucking forklift go through the door?
Are you just saying a wisdom check, or how do you want to do this?
Oh, let's see.
Because I would generally say it's going to be a skill check.
Okay. Well, not animals, so I can't do that. It's not nice.
Yeah, that have bad implications for you.
Yeah.
I just realized we're maintaining the story of Gumbo killing any small people.
God.
Oh,
You cannot
no.
escape it.
Oh no.
Well, there's only been one time it was on purpose, and it was because Norm was being an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the second time you're killing him.
Yeah, it's a double tap now.
Can it stick this time since it's a double tap?
We will find out.
I mean, we've heard the crash. I would check. I would go and check.
Yeah, but I also want to lay out the story, so it's like running all at once.
Is it considered killing if they come back to life?
Attempted at least.
Yeah.
No. It's not it's manslaughter at best.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't know they were
manslaughter.
behind the door.
Well,
It was.
Well, the first time when jumping off to try and squish
Okay,
him
yeah,
was
that's murder.
attempted.
Yeah,
This
Oh,
one could
let's
be
see.
manslaughter.
I guess given. Can I just like insight to see how they're doing it, and then see how I might be able to change it for them?
I will allow it, but yeah, I'll allow it. We'll just see how it happens.
What?
Oh,
Yep, they're driving.
oh, you're actually doing pretty good. All right, just, I don't know how it is. Like, so there's like one pressing the thing there, and the other one's just like
Squish,
a seat.
crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh.
You hear the noises. And
Uh-oh.
you all remember the sight of seeing piss and brown liquid, and now it is just red liquid, and paperwork.
Hey, so how do we keep Sawyer away from this? Is he gonna
Oh,
want
he's
to
in a
try and
bubble.
clean
He's
it?
in a bubble right. He's in
Okay,
a bubble
cool.
right now. He's fine. He's fine.
Probably
Ooh.
It seems like he's scratching
Uh,
at it though, but yes.
Do we have to make an investigation to see if we realize that it's Norm?
Yeah, I would say so because he is a puddle right now.
Oh,
Well,
God.
he's not a puddle per se because the thing
I mean,
you
like, I'm looking for like distinguishing details enough that we can see who it is.
Am I also making an investigation?
if you want to look into it.
Oh wow, we're all pretty good. Well, everyone's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, this is actually funny.
You go for fucking insight though.
The one that you have a +8 on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Amelie, I think you've met Norm like once.
Yeah, I saw him once. He was trying to interrogate me.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, all of you. All right, here's how it's gonna go. Yeah, you all hear the noise and you start rushing over, and then you see the forklift as it is continuing to drive past further into the rest of the back room, and it will eventually crash if it doesn't stop eventually. But what you see is torn up pieces of a suit along with various paperwork flying through the air. And you can't see all of the suit, but you do recognize that it is the size that is appropriate for a short person. And from the other things you've seen, including tufts of green hair that are just sprayed out, kind of like imagine like the pieces popping, if you will.
Oh my god.
And his hair being the equivalent of a dandelion's hair spreading around as you see the blood and viscera. It is, from what you can gather, yeah, that you're like 99% sure this is Norm's body. And Gumbo, I will give you a roll. Actually, all of you can roll perception for me with and then Gumbo, you have advantage.
Okay.
You were
Perception, not
persuasion.
persuasion.
Oh, that's fuck. Never mind.
I didn't do it. I swear.
Who was this? Okay. Amelie, you are kind of dumbfounded by this. But Gumbo, you see the signs of something very familiar happening. And Cliff, because you have been dealing with him lately, you start to realize as you see the paperwork flying through the air and its runes of inkwork start to glow as they start to bring they fly through the air, grabbing all the pieces and kind of pushing it back as it can. And it's kind of like, imagine it being like a snowplow of sorts as it's scooping up all the pieces and then jamming them back together.
Oh god. Oh god.
And yes, this is, you are seeing the body being reformed.
Nope. Grace. Gracing the area. Reach into my hoodie, pull out a lighter, light it up, throw it. We're getting out of here. I'm not dealing with this shit. We gotta go.
You know what? Okay, sure.
All right.
Well then.
For the sake of it, just roll a ranged attack, or well, not a ranged attack. You know what? I'm not gonna force you to roll. I will say yeah, because you presumably can just drop the lighter or whatever you want. Yeah. It's not like you have to be skilled.
I want to be in an asset, like I wanted to call it's a 50. It's a 10-foot radius, so like I want to make sure like I cover all the stains that like contains him, and try to catch as much as the paperwork as well, and then burn it up.
Okay.
Hey, so are we gonna wipe any footage that might be currently capturing us?
He doesn't
I have
have
no
access.
access to the. I don't have access to the cameras.
I was gonna ask if we could like maybe examine the body to see if there was anything there, but you know what? I don't think I want to touch it.
Are you sure? Maybe you
I
can
don't know.
mind link with it.
No, no thanks.
No.
I'm good. I learned my fucking lesson. Nope, nope,
Are you
nope.
sure?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm golden doing I don't know, an escape right now.
Okay.
But
I mean, we could use the forklift's already gone.
Gumbo, do you have a bigger fire?
It crashed into the wall as you say that.
No, I don't have fire.
Oh, well,
I have good berries.
Um
I
not. No, that's. I think that's good. We have to get out of here. We should leave. We
yeah,
should,
I can
let's just
speak with
leave.
animals. I can change the clouds in the sky. That's pretty cool.
Question.
That's pretty cool. Let's, Gumbo. Let's. Why don't you tell me more about it? Well, not here, and then I start
Yeah.
like, trying to push Gumbo away, but not making any distance because he weighs like 5 times my weight.
Yeah, for the
Did-
lulz,
did you
just
know
roll
that
a strength or athletics check to see if you nat 20 on it.
Did you know that I learned about
Nope.
a spell that makes me walk on water? Would you good?
That's really nice. That's really nice, Gumbo. It'd be nice. It'd be nicer if we can talk and walk.
Okay, so you
I
set it on fire,
question-
right?
Would we be able to use lightning lure instead of leaving behind like a Bic lighter or something that might be traceable?
Oh, that was a throwaway lighter.
Okay, just double checking.
I don't have personal lighters. I just have like a bunch of lighters in my body.
Why do you have this many lighters? You know what? That's a question that can be asked in the car. Let's go.
Like,
All right.
did I tell you that I'm first aid certified?
Oh, you
Great.
Um,
I forgot that was a thing. That's such a
Sailor Mom
callback.
God told me to do it.
Oh wait. Oh. I asked. Gobley's technically with us. I was going to ask Gobley if you could get your friends to, I don't know, trash the camera room. That'd be great.
Yeah, G is us.
They start to scatter.
I mean, I do have a G in my name.
G is you.
You're also green.
G is me. I am green. I'm like,
The resemblance is uncanny.
yeah, I'm like 75% goblin.
Big G and little G.
Well, there's art now that can be done.
Hey, it's me, Big G.
If we
Do
think
not-
about it, you did
do not
also
attack.
have them. You did kill him to resurrect him.
No, we're not.
So, bitch.
We're not. No.
I mean, I can walk on water. I have a spell for it.
All right, so we're gonna do a fusion dance eventually. Got it.
Oh boy.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So yes, you set it on fire, and you start to head out. Is there anything else you're trying to do, or you're just rushing out?
Would it be smart to pull an alarm to try and make sure no one else gets
Oh,
hurt?
the alarm's-
Or
the alarm's probably going to go off in a minute.
okay,
a
then let's
fire.
just go. Let's just go.
There you
Let's
go.
maybe get out as inconspicuous as possible, so that way it doesn't look like we're madmen running from a fire, and then the fire alarm goes off.
Hey, why'd you guys run? Oh. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
go too.
Yeah. There's been an incident.
Bugsy and his caretaker / Sawyer jump onto the stroller and then do the rocket thing again. Do I need to remind you, or do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Okay.
I remember that.
It's nice
Ooh.
to see a happy family taking part in family activities.
How bad is the fire?
Well, it's a grease fire.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm gonna roll to see what department of supplies are around to see how easy the fire can spread.
Uh-oh.
That would be lovely. Because this will dictate what happens next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There are perfumes and aerosol cans in this because it is the beauty
Hey,
department.
let's get the animals and get out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, these perfumes, they have this big explosion mark. What's that about?
It means if we don't.
Sorry. A lot
No,
of these
they're
signs say a lot of these signs say no smoking in this area. I wonder what that's about.
Weird.
Oh, it's really weird.
So I'm gonna go to the familiar section and we're gonna take some familiars, and by some I mean I'm gonna let them all free. And you know what? Maybe the ones that want to go back to the zoo can go back to the zoo.
Hey,
'Cause it's not safe here.
Gumbo, could you roll a flat d20 for me, please? Ah, damn it.
No.
Damn it. Okay. I was hoping for the
Well,
fun thing to happen. Damn it. It's not happening. Don't worry about it. Roll something in the background.
No fun.
Damn it. Okay. Cliff, if you could roll a flat d20 for me, please, too.
You really want the fun thing to happen.
Harry's gonna make a return if you
Oh, shit.
rolled a
My
certain
bad.
number.
It's a
Probably
7.
12?
Yeah, okay. As you're all discussing this, Cliff, make a perception check for me with advantage.
Oh boy. Advantage
Yes.
perception.
Yeah, that's high enough. Yeah. Congrats. You now see your son making some videos with a selfie stick right now on the floor.
Uh,
No.
Gus, we're evacuating. Gus,
Well, now you tell me what to do with my life. Wow.
I don't care
Where
about
have
you.
you
Come on,
been?
we have a lot to discuss.
Oh, now we're gonna have the talk. I think. Don't worry, Mom can talk to me about it. It's fine. Whatever.
I don't even know what that entails, honestly. But you know what? Good on you.
This is the nuts and the bolts.
It's the wires and circuits.
Yeah, that. Whatever he said.
That's in bolts work also.
It just depends on what you're interested in.
Yeah. And nuts and bolts is the more old-fashioned. Wires and circuits is the more updated, modern stuff that people use for slang.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. Now you want to be part of my life. Now that you know I'm successful, I see how it is.
You've always been successful, and like you know, I'll only be part of your life if you want me to be.
Well, why do you want me to leave my home, huh? What's up with that? Why do we gotta go, huh?
It's on fire.
Hmm. I guess you could say it's lit, fam.
Don't confuse him. No.
Yeah, so what I rolled was actually the panic that was going to be caused from you screaming that. The people are continuing to shop still.
Of course they would.
Yeah. They've dealt with earthquakes and other stuff and still kept shopping and looting.
The Dude, there was a literal riot and a fight going on in the sales floor. I don't think a fire is going to deter him now.
Yeah, pretty much. So yes, Gus then goes, it's like, fine, whatever.
Come on. And like start booking it. Ran past the sign, goes back to the sign, changes the incident since incident to 0, and then run.
Okay, perfect.
That's very important.
That was
Yeah.
important.
Yes,
Bookkeeping is very important.
it is.
Until it all burns up.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah, Gumbo, you let them out, right?
Yep, they're all free.
What's going on, everybody? Gumbo, why'd you let me out of my bed?
What are you doing in there?
I was sleeping. I was taking my 15-minute nap.
Wait, hold on. Where can I check the schedule? Like, is there a schedule around here, or?
There are a schedule, but you would have to go out of your way because it's in the break room.
So I didn't know you were working today.
I didn't either. But someone picked me up and threw me in here.
Oh, I see. Well, so you're free, and also
Nice.
there's a fire, and
Oh,
For
that's
some
what I'm
reason-
smelling?
yeah, and it's right next to like the perfume area, so we all kind of gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I don't like perfume. We should go.
Yeah, it's very smelly.
Gumbo, if you would like to make a sleight of hand or such, because I'm recreating the first scene of Harry as he's Katamari wave riding the animals out of here.
Oh no.
Sleight of hand.
If you whatever you want to do, if you want to try and like keep up with them.
Animal handling.
I don't know if that applies for animal handling, because that's like the controlling of them versus literal handling them to not fall off.
I mean, technically, animal handling also works for like when you're riding something. So
I
don't know.
suppose. Yeah. If you want to use that.
Hold on.
Last time you also just ran
if I-
next to them. Hmm?
Yeah, because I became a part of it as a cheetah.
Yeah.
But if I become a part of the wave again, I don't have my phone working, if I'm correct.
Yeah, but I think before you never had a phone.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to get a hold of them if I become a part of the wave?
Harry has a phone. You can use him to contact us.
Oh yeah, I guess you guys have Harry's phone number.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
you do.
we do.
Okay, I'm gonna leave these guys somewhere safe. I'll be back. It turns into a cheetah to just become a part of the wave.
All right, here we go. Katamari 2 ball. All right.
Right.
Rawr, ooh. All right, so the ball starts forming and the music starts playing as you as you get swept out of the store. Obli, is there anything in particular you're doing?
Would I be able to follow the carnage to try and mind link with Cement Heart again?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Perception or
So,
investigation or survival, your choice.
Let's see. Perception.
Investigation or survival.
Yeah. Chose investigation.
Because your you know your best friend so well. It doesn't take you much to find him as he's preparing new gifts for you.
I'm going to mind link with him. I'm gonna be like, hey, there is a fire near the perfume section. Please start evacuating people.
Could you click on mind link again so I know the exact details?
Yep.
You can speak telepathically to any creature you see, provided the creature's within a number of feet of you. Times your level. You don't need to share language. The creature must be one language. When you're using this trait to speak to a creature, you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for 1 hour. Response 1 action. Okay. I knew this day would come.
That the store would potentially blow up by perfume bomb.
That eventually one day the sins of these people would need to be tested.
That explains nothing. Okay.
I
Once
see
again,
fire
evacuation.
burning the sinners away.
Oh god, okay. You can monologue outside of the store.
You told me that I need to rescue people. All I see is the people I've lost.
You have plenty of people to rescue, the people who matter, the people in the store.
You're right. I can't make the same mistakes.
Exactly, so let's rescue people.
Okay. Are you gonna help him then?
Fuck it, sure, why not?
All right, he's going to. Okay, question. You see the bear reach out at you. What do you do?
You know what, it's not the first time I've been picked up by someone today. Let's do it again. If the bear's gonna pick me up, I'm just gonna get picked up.
Could you make an acrobatics check for me?
Addicts.
It is very clumsy, but you have the equivalent of being picked up by your collar and then thrown on his back, on the bear's back. And you almost slip off, but you're able to find your balance and stay on as you're doing the equivalent of imagine, I don't know if you've ever ridden a horse before, but like the galloping, but it's way more intense with how the bear's shaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a plan, or are you going to just try and let Samet Hart do his thing?
So my plan is currently I'm going to travel by bear, and employees that I see, I'm going to urge them to escape. Customers are just, we've kind of lost hope on them, honestly.
Yeah. Well, this is now back to the roots of 9 to 5, where it feels like it's an Always Sunny plot. Am I wrong?
No.
No.
What are you talking about? That's all games. That's everything we've done so far.
Yeah, but more
mean-
so because it's way more stupid.
We got into like mafia shit for a bit there, so this is
This is very like first session. This is how our first session
Yeah.
went.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're going back to our roots. All right. Are you just trying to yell at them? What are you trying to do exactly, Amelie?
Not honestly, Mind Link's gonna be way easier.
All right, I'm going to roll to see how many people. First, I'm going to roll to see how fast Samantha and the bear are moving, and then how many employees you're going to see within this time frame.
For everyone else, they're shouting.
Yeah. I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to write it, but I'm going to try it. Okay, that worked. Yeah, you see 10 employees. Can you mind link with that many?
Depending on the time, yeah.
Okay. you're generally seeing them in pairs, either by themselves or in pairs. Is that doable?
Yeah, I'll probably target the pairs first. Just be like, hey, tell the other person, fire, back room, near perfume, get out. And then I'll just move to the next person. I'm not even going to give them a chance to respond.
Hey, wait, what?
That's it. That's all they get. Fire, back room, near perfume, get out.
What the fuck? Who said that to me?
You
Was
don't-
it my own urges? Why do I sound like a pretty
the
lady?
voices are back. Oh no, the voices are back.
You just keep going?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going.
Okay.
I'm also going to shout, get out.
Hold on. I need to see if someone's gonna have a mental breakdown.
Seems to be a trend.
Okay. So who's seen Smiling Friends?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of my head!
No.
Get out of my head!
Get out of my head. Get out of my hand, man.
So yeah, he pulls out the gun and starts running, trying to find the voice.
Oh no.
That's one of the employees. Some of them are very confused, and it doesn't seem like they tried to leave until, let's see. Yeah, the
Probably
explosion
every
goes
once in a
off
while
now.
we'll just be yelling, like, get out of the store.
The explosion goes off, and let's see. Takes out a chunk out of the wall for where all of the supplies is, and it's now reeking of all the perfumes and aerosols
that's
mixing
nasty.
together in the air.
Oh, God.
And then
That's
it's also
nasty.
mixing with the smells of flesh and blood. Cooked flesh and blood.
Yummy.
And then the people who were kind of confused immediately start leaving as well.
There's still there's still someone in the counter demanding to be checked out.
Yes.
There's still someone probably just asking, like, hey, do you know where this item is?
Well, they're yelling, and it's like, hey, clearly this is an emergency. So why aren't you taking care of me? I'm the emergency.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for how long? And I'm seeing employees just leave? I thought this was a better company. I thought this was better than Bullseye. Do you know how much of a loyal customer I am? How much money you're going to lose out if I stop going here?
Does he just have like a pack of cigarettes or something?
No, they're actually trying to get their money back because they're actually at the service desk.
So much worse.
Yeah, I know. Guess what?
Is it one? Is
I've
it one of the
worked in the
looters?
service desk.
Is it one of the looters who's just trying to get their money back?
One of
quote
them.
unquote?
One of them.
Yeah.
They have a TV. It still has the tag on for the display.
Wow. Wow.
They're shameless, I know. And also, they don't have the receipt or their ID. Okay.
Convenient.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Cliff and his son have been rushing out. Gumbo is riding the wave, and Omni, you're still technically in the store because you're riding on the bear.
Yep.
He has not left.
Yep.
Oh no.
He is also set after hearing the explosion. It's like, I won't lose anymore, and he starts rushing towards the explosion.
Oh no.
You're gonna lose both of us if you rush towards that.
He can't hear you.
Oh.
Adrenaline.
Shout at his head. Shout at his head. Shout at his head.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna mind Link and just be like, hey, so if you rush towards that, there's most likely gonna be more explosions, and we'll be caught up in that. We will die, and then you can't save anyone else.
But if I don't try, what am I?
Can I do a quick look over to see if there's even anyone near that area?
Yes. Yeah, that area is because he's heading directly towards the explosion. It has either been evacuated or there is nothing left to save.
Hey, Smetheart, maybe we should try a different area. I think we're good over here.
How can I be sure? What if there's
I
someone who
looked
can't
for you.
speak?
I looked. I looked for you. It's okay. We gotta try where we can, not try and be hopeless.
I have hope. Fine. If you know if you will be my eyes, where do I go? Voice in my head.
God. Oh. What's his apartment that's basically on the opposite side of the store?
If I'm basing it off the layout that I used to work at, it would be the produce.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him to go to produce.
Good idea. We need to stock up on supplies for the refugees.
Refugees. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Congratulations. You're now there, and there are a bunch of looters.
Looters and produce?
Yeah. You don't
that's-
You don't understand the people that will just take food. I call them looters, but people will eat food and then just not pay for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that I could get that. I didn't think like I was thinking
I'm
like
just-
beer stuffing.
I was thinking more of, like,
Shopping carts.
If an explosion just happened, I would not be going towards produce. I'd be going towards, like, the health section for first aid or other things like that.
Some of the people there are carrying frozen meats and then heading towards the explosion.
Ooh.
Do not have a cookout over at the explosion.
But the cookout place means that it has different seasoning and flavors. I can smell them.
That's not seasoning. That's
I smell cooked meat there. Don't tell me what to do. The customer's always right.
okay. Customer's
Natural
always right,
selection.
buddy. Yeah, natural selection can take its course.
All right, you're now in the produce. Is there something you're trying to do?
No, I was just trying to get some heart away from the potentially more explosive perfume area.
All right, congratulations. He is now trying to abduct the looters.
He can try that.
All right.
I'm not even gonna stop him. He can have fun.
Okay, are you going to take mental damage if you see him kill people?
That's a great question. What would I roll to figure that out?
Probably a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Just as a let's see. I know one of these. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, fine. You now understand how he got the outfit for you.
I feel like I always knew. I just didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, but you now have the visual representation.
Is he just specifically killing Algot security?
No. He's trying to save people, but they don't want to be saved.
Ah,
I don't need to describe it. I think you can figure it out.
yeah.
So the congratulations, there are no more looters to save.
Hey, Cement Heart.
Really, it's really peacemaker coded.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, what was it?
I don't think this is helping. I think we need to go help the people who are already outside, who might be traumatized from the incident that's currently happening.
You're right. Only I know what it's like. I'll help them.
Yeah, let's go help them.
And you rush out the store, and congratulations, you're all outside. Gumbo, you're outside, but you're much further away because the wave is gonna wave.
La 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 la.
Yes, thank you. You're still technically in the parking lot, but you are currently through the drive-through of the nearby McAlgots.
I think Harry wants to go through the drive-through.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna help direct the animals into the drive-through.
Okay, great. Could you do an animal handling check for me, please?
While this is happening, can I
Hey,
please look at
can I
social
take a
media?
favor?
You say you want to use favor on this very specific stupid thing?
Yeah.
All right, sure. It's been a while. All right, perfect. Nailed it. Yeah, no, that's nailed it. Nailed it.
You know what? It's fate.
Okay, then let me just add that.
Yeah, I just want to note, are we able to see this and see the wave that's going through the drive-thru?
Yeah, you can try and roll for it. You'll have advantage because it's pretty obvious.
Okay, cool. 'Cause, I just want to go on Q and see if anyone's posting about it too.
Great, great. Oh yeah, it's going on. And then people are posting about it, and then they're also saying, "Fake, fake. That's arcane intelligence made fake." Yeah, Cliff, you can still see it.
I just want to take a picture of it to commemorate this.
You...
I'll send it into the group chat.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, so Gumbo, you try and assist with guiding them through the drive-through, but also you start to realize you've never technically been through a drive-through, so you don't actually know how to properly guide the animals.
that's about it.
Yeah, so the best you can do is tell them to wait their turn, but also they don't have imagine animals when they beg for food. It's that where they're just basically pushed up against the next car in front of them. And then they also start to like bark and make noises when the cars start honking at them because they're wild animals.
I mean, at least they're kind of waiting.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, you just spoke too soon. So because it is also just a mass of animals and not like a one singular construct, currently the wave is now allowing Harry to cut the line and grab the food and then keep moving, and you're also with it.
Oh, okay. We're doing this. All right.
Okay, so they're looting the Batangas.
I mean, more or less. You can imagine like the old like shorts of like people grabbing the ice cream with their hand and then like just grabbing the ice cream but not the cone. It's like that where the worker is shocked and doesn't know how to react, and then they kind of just keep going on with their day.
As you do.
As you do. All right, I need to, unless there's something specific people want to do, I'm about to roll something. And I need to roll... Oh, I did that wrong. My mistake. There we go.
Oh God.
No, I'm not going to do it that high. That'd be silly. We're still going to roll, though. Okay, that's more reasonable. Yeah, so as you're watching this, and as you can kind of hear in the background, oh, wow, this has been a crazy day. Is that fireworks? No, that's not fireworks. That's not fireworks in the background, but there is something blowing up behind you. It's the store.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
How close are you all?
I'm in the drive-thru.
You're far. Well, you're technically further away. I'm asking about Cliff and Amelie.
This is true.
I'm gonna say like at least a solid 50 feet away, but I don't think I'd be that far actually.
Cliff, how far are you? Cliff's taking a nap, apparently. Potentially. But yes, you are now hearing fireworks in my background.
Boom.
Boom,
Oh,
boom.
it's not coming through on Discord, at least for me.
Well, time to make it less noise cancellation, baby. None.
Give them 5 big booms.
Boom, boom.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Amelie, if you could make a dexterity saving throw and or an acrobatics check for me.
Both of those suck.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and that's funny.
Because of being mind linked with Cement Heart, you now you had a momentary ability to properly avoid a very dangerous explosion and land safely.
Thanks, my heart.
Ugh.
You saved me.
I did it! I did it! Oh boy, I hope that Werter is currently here, because I'm not gonna lie, the rest of this was supposed to be him saying his goodbyes, but now I'm kind of like, well, shit.
Shit, I was muted the whole time. Fuck. I was muted the whole time. I was saying.
Okay, I was just like, wow, I don't know what happened, but okay.
I was muted the whole time. I was like, hey. No, I was saying like if we were evacuating, we would be in like in the standard evacuation area, so like somewhere far off the parking lot. Isn't that the usual thing?
Oh, that's cute to think you would be away from the parking lot. You're in the parking lot.
Fuck. Okay. So do I roll dex save too?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Look, I was stalking the entire time. I didn't know I was.
Yeah, your Fugi was with eyes closed. I was like, I guess he's taking a nap now.
God dang it. Dexterity save too. That's
Keep
wow.
it.
Okay.
Ooh, good
Okay.
rolls.
Yep. Let me see how much damage Cliff takes.
Detroit was a scam. This is how he goes out.
Oh no.
In his dreams, he thinks he's in Detroit, but really, It's the 9 hells.
Really, I'm in hell, which is really not that different.
Yeah, no, actually, Cliff, you wake up. You thought you were going to end up in Detroit and be in hell, when really you wake up and you realize you're back at Whamlard.
No.
But yeah, you take 19 points of damage. From
Lord. Okay.
from debris and such. And let me
No, with the preface, you technically hurt yourself from this one.
inadvertently,
What
yeah.
do you mean? What do you mean?
You set off the explosion that caused the chain reaction to cause a bigger explosion.
I wanted to cover up the manslaughter that Gumbo made. Okay.
Okay, so I may have killed one small person, but you may or may not have killed a lot of small people.
I did kill them. I didn't kill them.
And
That was-
you may have
was-
indirectly killed them because you were responsible for the fire.
This is gonna be great for
Yes.
when
But also,
Goblin to Leo return.
Also, this is an OSHA problem on why they have high explosives next to high explosives.
It's the perfume section. What do you mean?
With perfume and aerosols in one area?
I mean, yeah, that's how you organize departments.
Oh man.
Also, for the record, you did put grease on the floor and then try and set it off, and I was like, okay, here we go then. I got to check what department you're in.
Look, dude. He was reforming. It's either deal with him or deal with this. We'd rather deal with this.
All right.
Man, we're gonna be out of a job real soon.
Weirdly, you're
Don't
not.
worry about it.
All right, you're working on reconstruction.
No.
Yeah, you have
It's
to.
all becoming a bullseye.
You have to retrieve the supplies in Detroit. That's where you can get it for cheap.
Oh, I thought Detroit wasn't a real thing.
That's what the government wants you to think.
It only exists in myth and legend.
And
Detroit is Atlantis.
yeah, it is lost. And what happens?
Not because
Go ahead.
not because we don't know where it is, but because there's no hope for the
Yeah,
people.
it's a
there
lost
anymore.
cause. The lost cause city. Okay, and then what happens is after you get hit by the explosions, debris, and such, you also see that your son is with you, and he also got hit by the debris as well, and goes.
Oh no!
And he goes, they got my leg.
Wait, really?
Yeah, well, look at how he rolled.
Oh no! Oh no!
Uh,
I can fix this. I can fix this. Look around for his leg.
make a perception check for me then.
Perception is terrible.
All right,
Okay, that's not an advantage, so it's a 6. Unless
no, don't look for it. It's fine. Stay with me. I'm sorry. I was
no,
acting like that.
no. Wait, you're not exactly bleeding out. You're fine.
No, I'm gonna be fine. It's just more of it's a melancholic thing because it's making me reflect about my life. I think it hit me in
Okay,
the head
fair enough.
also, and I'm rethinking things about my life.
Okay. Just so that you know, it's not like jagged and everything. I'm gonna like quote unquote close the wound with my
Okay,
ring.
sure. Thanks, Dad. So stupid.
He
called you
dad.
I may not be your father, but I could, like, I'll always be there to like support you, man. If you want to call me that, that's cool, but you don't have to.
You're the one who took care of me. You're the one who. And then you hear Harmony scream in the background. What the fuck happened?
You're telling me, man, there's an explosion. You evacuated.
Amelie and Cliff, you could make a history check for me right now. Cliff with advantage.
Okay, 25.
Amelie, you remember something's off with Harmony acting this way. Cliff, you are now, she is acting quote unquote out of her programming right now.
Oh, and I look at her and I like gesture with my hands to ease down. It's like, people are around us. Cool.
Oh, are you injured? Let me check up on you. And she starts to grab you by the neck. Just,
Oh,
are you choking? Do you need medical aid?
Harder. I mean,
She lets go and then she goes, "It seems you are fine. How are you?" And she looks over to Gus and Gus says, "I'm fine, Mom." And then you can see her eye twitch and she goes, "Unclear. Could you repeat that?" "Yeah, Mom. Dad was here for me." "Are you choking again?" And she grabs Cliff again by the neck.
this is what I wanted to talk to you about, but this is a really bad time. Maybe we can go somewhere and talk about it.
"I'm sorry. Did you just call me baby?" She
I
screamed.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I heard. Did you say maybe or baby?
Maybe.
She lets go again. Thank you for clarifying.
Jesus Christ.
It is clear that this is a private conversation and that this is between HR and you. We will find a more appropriate place to continue this conversation. Let's go now. And she grabs both of you and drags you into her car.
I look at Emily. Go find the others. I'll find you.
Emily just throws up a thumbs up.
As the three of them drive away, you also then see Muggsy and the rest of them trail behind in the stroller. All right. Let me know if there's anything specific Amelie and Gumbo want to do, or we will probably have the focus for this be Cliff, and then we may call it just so we don't go too crazy, and then have to explain to the Quince,
Oh, not
hey, yeah,
too
all
crazy.
this happened.
I just need to know where the animal wave is going next.
You could make a survival check for me or a history. To either.
Okay, so
yeah.
survival.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're heading back to the zoo.
You know what? They need to go home. We don't have a place for them. It just kind of fucking blew up.
Also, as you're realizing this, you hear them go, sleepover, sleepover, sleepover.
I think it's time for a sleepover.
Yay!
Wait, how am I talking?
I mean, technically, if you're an animal, you could speak with the other animals, right? I would assume so.
I mean, then I guess I'm still concentrating on the spell.
I would assume so. I don't see a reason why you let go of it.
We'll roll with it.
Yep. It's that kind of campaign. Amelie, anything you want to do?
I'm gonna make sure that Smitheart's okay, that the bear's okay, and that none of the other employees were necessarily hurt. I'll probably meet up with Muggsy and Sawyer just to discuss all of that.
Okay. And just to double check, or I'll make it. You can make a general perception check, but it will give you less info unless you want to do like a medicine check for me.
I'll give. Perception's my better one.
Yeah, but you understand why it will give you less information.
Yeah. I'll try medicine just to see.
I guess survival is technically applicable also. But yeah.
They're both the same.
Okay. They are both bloodied up, but at the same time, you get the sense that they've been through worse.
As long as they're alive and aren't going to actively bleed out in front of me, that's fine. Honestly, that's more than I could ask for.
Yeah, it's unclear if they're running off adrenaline right now, but they're up and seem very energized.
So long as they're alive right now.
Okay.
They don't continue their rampage.
Well, okay. So that is for Gumbo and Amelie, and we will wrap up Cliff's part of his arc for now, and then we'll probably call it. So yes, Cliff,
Okay.
you are now in the car of Harmony. It is a very nice car, and has been very tuned up as well. And as you don't need to roll for this, it's very obvious that the robotic smile and demeanor is slowly dripping away as you get further and further away from the store, and you can feel as she's readying her to talk to you, as you can feel her gaze looking at you at first just from the corner of her eye, but she's slowly turning her head to look at you, going, what the fuck just happened?
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. Are we talking about the explosion?
Yes, whatever just happened. I saw you and then everything happened.
Okay, so apparently there was a forklift accident that hit the perfume and aerosol area. That caused that that kind of cascaded.
Are you saying a forklift hit bottles and then it exploded?
Yes. I guess a spark happened. I don't know, man. It was a faulty forklift. I was the one driving it.
I think you're lying to me, or you're hiding something from me.
Okay, look. I'm technically not lying. I am not lying to you. I am withholding information.
Okay.
How much do you want to know about this?
Well, for one thing, apparently someone says I'm their mom now and looks over.
That's not how. Okay. That is not my fault. That is not my fault. Gus, look, I think you know.
Are you
that
saying Are you not taking responsibility for me, Dad?
No,
I thought we made a breakthrough.
I'm explaining the situation.
Am I an accident?
Your mom's very good. No, you're not an accident. I intentionally made you the way you are. Okay.
Am I as Jesus intended?
No, Gus, G loves you very much. I'm sure of it. In fact, I have good authority that he really likes you and your videos.
Okay, because the High Priestess also gave me these modifications previously.
Yeah, if anything, you can say that you're sponsored by Jesus.
Is he like my godfather?
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. And then
Looking back at Harmony.
what's your armor class?
Okay. My armor class?
Yeah.
Oh,
14.
Yeah, you get slapped across the face and take a point of damage.
nice.
But that doesn't hit. 12 doesn't hit though. Oh, well, I
You're-
guess the modifier. is
You're not
okay,
seeing the
never mind.
modifier behind it.
Okay, like, oh,
Don't get distracted.
I had to. Okay, see. As you know, I've been trying to take care of Gus and trying to get him to be more independent rather than just a let's not be let's not joke around. He was a slave. Now he's actually got a personality and some you know he has his own cognition and he can do things that he wants, his own independence.
Okay, well,
And because of that, he's identified me as someone who takes care of him. So he puts me in the father role. And the only other person like him in the store, and gestures towards Harmony.
what? He's older than
Look,
both of
look.
us, and you're saying he's our
I
son
know.
now.
He's not. Look, he sees us as his parents. That's very different. But come on, like you really just want to. He's effectively a teenager mentally. Like no matter how old physically he is, and like if anything, this shows that he looks up to you. He sees you as a potential parental figure. Nothing to do with me.
Okay. I was supposed to be a successful career woman, and now you're saying that I have to be a mom.
You don't have to look. For one thing, you don't actually have to do much. Just keep an eye on him once in a while. He's not a toddler. He's pretty independent for himself. Like he could take care of himself. Two, I'm pretty sure he makes money. I'm pretty sure he makes more money than both of us, probably combined. I go to my phone, check the balance of Gus's account that I set up for him.
Yeah, it is. It would be a high six-figure salary.
I show and I flash it to Harmony.
She just gets quiet and looks at the road.
So, yeah. Okay. Also, full disclosure, I have to leave for a bit. I have to leave the store for a bit.
She misses with that attack. Misses with that attack.
God damn it.
Now she hits you. She does basically a flurry of blow slaps at you. She is like, "What do you mean that you're leaving when you put this all on my plate?"
Stop hitting me! I can explain.
Fine, explain.
That doesn't help, by the way.
Well, better give good answers then.
Okay. So you remember Pixel, right?
Yes.
Well, he's gotten into a lot of trouble, and the Algots are kind of after him now. So he has to like lay low and move away. And I kind of have to help him. And if it makes you feel any better, it's not exactly going to be a vacation. We're going to Detroit.
Ugh.
Yeah. So this is not a vacation for me. This is not a good thing for me. Okay. I have to stick my head out for my dude because he's done a lot for me, and you know. Again, like I didn't know this situation. I point to me, her, and Gus. I didn't know about this situation until this morning.
You didn't know that you're my dad?
You never called me dad until today. So I was just happy being a support. I was just happy being a provider for you.
I'm trying to remember if
I,
he technically said dad or something before or not.
no, he never did. No. This is like the start of this day was the first time he ever said dad. Because I remember being shocked.
Okay, fine. Because I know you started noticing he was being a rebellious teen kind of face.
Yeah, he was doing the totally radical stuff already.
Yeah, fine.
I
Okay.
thought that was just his personality. I thought that was his personality. I didn't realize he was going to go to the team route.
No. That was me setting stuff up. Okay. It's the whole what is like we are gobbly G is us thing.
Yes.
Okay. She just you hear the sound of like the metal rubbing against each other. She's rubbing the temple of her forehead, and she goes, "It's like, look, I guess I can understand feeling like you want to help someone that helped you. Because as much as I hate to admit it, I can also understand how Gus feels being trapped and controlled. And I guess a certain kobold helped me get out of that. So I guess I can be a bit more understanding of the situation. I just wish, and then... Hold on. She hits you one more time. So you lose another health. They were here to help me raise him. Instead of leaving town and saying he'll be back eventually.
Look, if it helps. Hang on. Gus, do you mind if I give your mom permission to have access to your bank account just to help?
I guess so.
Fiddles with my phone, like gives, like adds. I think like you add another name to the account,
Yeah.
like and all that. I was like, okay, there. So at the very least, you won't be financially bothered.
Hold on. I guess I'm making her into a monk now. I'm thinking about it.
Makes sense.
Flurry of blows.
That's at least 2 hits.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 hits.
Okay, that's 3 hits. Okay.
No. It was 17 and 18. The others don't hit. So what she does is she hits you 2 more times, and she basically is like, well, yeah, I need the extra money because apparently he's probably going to be living with me because his home is now that.
I mean, you're in a management thing. Like, don't you have like, I don't know, what's the word? Insurance. Like, there's usually a work hazard clause when it comes to your level of, right?
You're about to get knocked the fuck out if you keep talking like that.
That's an actual 20.
Yeah, so that's 2 points of damage. And she goes, "This is like, don't tell me what my job is. I know what I do."
Okay, look that like yeah, you see him like wait, hang on. I have a fooey for this. 1 second.
The mauled one,
Huh?
the mauled bear
One of the
version.
Yes, exactly.
Small
Yeah.
bear version.
That's her claw marks on you.
Yeah. Look, he's made of sharp metal. What can I say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't judge. Don't judge the
nails on
paycocks
sleeve.
anymore.
Okay. You know what? Okay, I deserve that. Um, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. This all fell into your lap and everything. Like, I wish it didn't. Like, I wish it wasn't the situation it is now. Like, if it were up to me, I'd stay. I'd help you. I help you out. I'd help Gus out, and because there's a lot of things going around, not just with me. All right, full disclosure, and give I give like a rundown of like all the political stuff, all the scary stuff, and all the basically stuff with Kyle, with Richard, and uh, guy half elf.
Okay, fine. Look, if fine, full disclosure is I knew about some of that stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
It's why I
well,
said don't get involved and stop sticking your nose into things, because I know what was going to happen to both of us if you kept doing that.
in my defense, Kyle stuck his nose. Actually, stuck more than his nose. Up
TMI.
ours. He did. That wasn't much of a choice of others.
Regardless, I don't want to know. I've worked with him longer than you have.
Yeah. Well, he's dead? Question mark. Well, at least from what I've heard, the Kyle we know is dead. That's all I could hear.
Well,
That's
he
all I know about
appeared
it.
at the store before, so
But that's not the Kyle we know. It's a different Kyle.
well, that doesn't make me feel
Also-
any better because it's still creepy.
Yeah. Oh, you're also. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if you know this as well, but apparently Norm's the same thing.
Well, I'm not surprised by that, considering
Yeah.
the legal paperwork he's used on me before.
Yeah. And about that. Look, I know you don't want me to meddle on things, but maybe we could build like some kind of arcane firewall to prevent that kind of thing to happen again.
Maybe, but look, you're leaving town. Just stay safe and come back, I guess. For the sake of our kid, at least.
Oh wow, you're actually admitting that you're a kid now. But yeah, of course,
Hold on.
the plan is to come back.
You get smacked again.
Ah! Can't help myself. I'm sorry.
It's better when you whimper.
Oh, it's that kind of relationship. But yeah,
Please.
I'll definitely come. Oh wow. Okay.
This is what you wanted,
Okay.
dude. I don't know what you expected.
Yeah, just like I'm just surprised that this is what I'm getting. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to come back as fast as I can. Like, I don't know how bad Detroit's. From what I've heard, Detroit's pretty bad. But I'm sure it'll work out. Yeah.
You managed to keep surviving, so we expect you to keep surviving and be back. Okay?
I will. For Pat. pats Gus. All of us? For all of us.
All right, fine. Just stay safe and come back. And I suppose if we're gonna have to be seen as a family, she'll do this and give you a kiss to heal you for 10 HP. It'll be on.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Like, Cliff is legitimately dumbfounded and like it's speechless. Like just
Oh, thank God you finally stopped talking for once.
and I guess you ride off to the sunset.
Yeah, basically. It's basically like, look, if you know how to take care of our Warforged son, you better know how to take care of your Warforged wife.
Like, okay. Like, I am good at cheese.
Get to making good use of that degree of yours, and then you drive off into the sunset, presumably to go with Pixel off to Detroit. And if there's
Send a message.
Hmm?
I sent a group message to like the rest of the group, like saying, like basically telling where I am, and then saying my goodbyes.
Right. I don't know if any of them want to say anything right now, but
I don't know when this message is being sent, but if I'm at the zoo at that point, eventually when I'm
wait,
at the
you don't
zoo-
have a phone.
I mean,
Wait, you don't have a phone.
I have a phone. It's
I'm-
just
well, I think we also said that. Would you be sending this to everyone, including Harry? I guess is the question.
What is in the group? What is in the group chat? And if it's Harry, I don't give the details.
Okay, so yeah, you would technically be able to find out if Harry mentions it. Like, whoa.
no. I thought oh no, my phone's on like fucking airplane mode because it's like a lot older.
Yeah, also, I think at this point you think it's on airplane mode, but I think you haven't charged it.
No.
What's a charger?
Yeah, I think we're at that point of it now. If we're being realistic with Gumbo.
My mom doesn't have electricity.
Yeah, no, not really.
Wait, you don't have electricity in your hut?
No.
She's an old-fashioned witch.
We live in the middle of the fucking park that's been turned into a swamp. What do you mean you don't have electricity?
You're a ludet?
He doesn't know what that means.
In or out of character?
Yeah.
Wait, 1 second.
But yes, I would say that technically, even if your phone was dead and or on airplane mode, Harry would let you know.
Oh. Well, can you say that we will both miss him very much, and that if he ever needs any good berries or whenever he comes back to, just let us know. And sorry about the bear.
Like, I'm cool with the bear as long as the bear's cool with me.
No, I don't have control over that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just tell them we're cool, okay? Like, I don't want to get mauled again. This isn't fun.
I already have something else to maul me.
No, that one's actually fun. So,
Okay.
It's still mauling.
Uh,
okay, there's a difference. Anyway,
all right. Yes. Unless there's anything else to say, I don't know, Amelie. Even though you've met these people for like a week.
No, Emily will wish like a safe journey and shit.
Okay.
Like,
I'm assuming Tales of Detroit have made it into her spheres. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's just like, hey, have a safe trip, come back in one piece. And then Amelie will just take a selfie of exactly what's going on right now. So
what is going on in your end?
yeah, what is going on in the parking lot of Wamlart?
Are you still riding the bear?
Yes.
Yeah, so you take a selfie, I will say, or some shit of hey, we got another outfit.
God. Yeah.
Oh, I guess whoever we left over, whoever that guy was that we cleaned out, that didn't survive.
No.
He's
No,
not
it
getting
didn't.
rezzed. He's not getting rezzed.
No.
I don't think his insurance covers true resurrection.
No, why would it? It's more cost effective to find a new guy than to revive that guy.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. It depends on the training cost and like, depends.
They never think of that. They never think of that. They never think of that. You know, they never think of that.
That came from deep within.
The amount of people that's just like, yeah, we have no upper management that's been here longer than me because they all quit because they found someone for cheaper.
Oh my god.
It's very fun when you've only been there a year and then you have to start training the people that give you orders.
Mm.
But they also gotta wave their dicks around to show that they're in control. Even though they just asked you, hey, how do you do your job?
Oh, is that how you do your job? Why don't you do it better?
That's not a joke.
I know.
I've
I know.
had them say, hey, Alistair, you're doing a great job, but could you work with a sense of urgency?
Jeez.
What do you mean a sense of urgency?
We're also not allowed to run, but they say you need to work faster, and I'm already power walking.
Good lord.
Anyways, I hope you all had fun, and I hope you enjoyed your send off. Yeah.
Thank you, Alistair. Thanks everybody. I'm sorry for having to leave so abruptly.
No, you
Yeah,
got
you're
bigger
good.
things ahead of you.
Yeah.
It happens. But
Yeah.
yes, I hope you and this is a good way to send off your character, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, I guess. And look, if you're going to tell me I ended up with a pseudo wife and kid during this campaign, I would have told you that was a lie.
Why do you think I said employees with benefits? I was setting it up. There you go. That was the answer.
Okay.
But yes, since this is your last session for now, you can let me know if there's someone to raid. If not, I could just look in the D&D category again.
Let me check. Let me actually check because I have only recently got access back to my Twitch account.
I was wondering about that. I saw you streaming recently.
Yeah, because I had to find out. Well, for one thing, I had to make sure that I at least it works again.
Yeah. And then we'll be back to the regularly scheduled Jesus and Algot insanity.
Man, it takes one session for the fucking store to explode.
I'm not gonna lie.
This really is a return to form, huh?
Yeah.
Did you I'm sorry, did you want to deal with a reform, Tom? Did you want to
You mean Norm?
Wow. Just naming another goblin. I see how it is.
Wow. They all look the same, huh?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
You know what? Yeah, they do look all the same. They're all tiny. I'm kidding.
Damn.
This is the bear speaking, and not the kobold.
This is the bear.
This would technically be the second time that we'd be dealing with a reformed Norm.
Yeah, but this time, like, I don't know, man. He's got Kyle powers. I don't like it.
Well, we might still have to deal with him later. Who knows?
Surely he didn't survive that. Surely he didn't survive being set on fire and exploding, right?
No, certainly not.
Sure.
It's a hell of a health insurance. Apparently, it even got my mom upset.
Damn. But yeah, I don't have anybody, so you're free to like.
All right. Let's see. It looks like these two VTubers are doing a session together, so you'll raid one of them.
Ew.
Alright, we will raid them. They're the first of the two I saw. But yes, hope you all had a good time. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the
Thank
session.
you.
of course,
Thank you, everybody.
It's always a good time. I just want to have a good time with my friends. And definitely, this is not a horror campaign for anyone who's wondering.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, why did
Yeah.
we ended
July.
with fireworks and explosions in both a physical and metaphorical sense.
Went
Ka-chow.
out with a bang.
Here we
Woo.
go. All right, I'm tired.
Oh, so
Go ahead.
Oh, so that's what you mean by ending with a bang.
Hey yo.
Come on. You just got married.
You also have a kid already, so watch it.
Yeah, you can't do that around your kid, man. You'll scar them.
You gonna have that conversation already, or what are we doing? Anyways.
And-
Oh, go ahead.
No, nothing. It's okay. It's okay.
All right, I guess this will be safe for after stream because I need to raid before it ends the raid. Anyways, bye everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.